take stuff in like squeeze bottles of toiletry items on the plane with you. Like, you've got to have this stuff in like a plastic bag, and your medication's got to be like marked in a certain way, and everything gets looked at. Hell, you're lucky if you make it to the airport without a body cavity search. So I don't even know what this dude was thinking. Like, how are you gonna get 900 pills through there?
Exactly. Like, man, goodness gracious. And then we have this, John, a Florida man arrested trying to drive crack-stuffed loaf of bread over the Canadian border.
That's a new one. Stuffing a loaf of bread full of crack and smuggling it across. I give him A for effort on that one, JR. I mean, that's a new one. Have you ever heard that one before?
Negative. Never heard of it before.
Yeah, so that's a good one. Now, it's going to turn out to be tragic if, like, during your road trip, you accidentally, like, you get the munchies, and you're hungry, and you slap together a sandwich using the crack-laced bread, forgetting that you stuffed the crack in there. That's going to be an issue. You're going to have kind of a long road trip, if you know what I mean.
Exactly. You're right about that. And a broke man up in Massachusetts, John, Uncle Dave country, convinces judge to accept new pair of Nikes in lieu of bail.
He traded Nikes for bail money?
Yes.
So basically, like, he said, I don't have money for bail, but I'll give you these new Nikes, which will fetch the amount of money that you're asking me for bail.
Yes.
And they accepted this?
Yes.
I mean, they must be hard up for cash, man. We gotta talk to Uncle Dave and see what's going on up there. I mean, I ain't never heard anything like that in my life, man. Courts, the one place where you better pay up, that's court, man. You go into court for something, traffic ticket, whatever it is, judge says you owe me $220, you cut him, man, you stroke that check. And that's that. You don't come in there with like, hey, I got some Gucci loafers, will you take those instead? Like, the dude's gonna look at you sideways. That's crazy that they accepted that.
And a Florida man, John, arrested for wandering around town setting dumpsters on fire.
Just randomly, indiscriminately setting dumpsters on fire?
Yes.
He probably was trying to get rid of the evidence of some other crime. Knowing Florida man, he committed a crime the night before, dumped some evidence in one of these dumpsters and forgot which one it was. Because the meth had him on his level. He forgot.
Yes, indeed.
Right. So then he just started like, you know what? The only way to fix this problem is to burn down every dumpster in the neighborhood.
And that's when he went after. Now he's behind bars as a Florida man who made the boss report.
As they all do.
Yes, indeed. And a Kentucky man, John, arrested after he torched his woman's house for projecting his overtures on Facebook.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying, man. Facebook is like, you and I do social media, right? And we use social media for show promotion. We have fun with it, mostly on Twitter. I know you use Instagram a lot. I was on Facebook for like about 15 minutes when it first was coming around. And I just started getting hit up from all these people I had no idea, like, from way back in the day that I didn't want to talk to in the first place. So I canceled that. Now, this guy, see, it's crazy out there, JR. Social media, you tell somebody no, next thing you know, this dude's at your house with a can of gas and a torch, trying to...
Yeah.
It's probably the same dude who was cleaning his wife's gear up with and caught the house on fire. That's just like the only way he knows how to clean stuff, He just takes it out in the backyard and sets it on fire. All right. All disinfected, honey. Back at it.
And here we go. A Florida woman arrested after assaulting boyfriend over bad oral sex.
I mean, listen. If it ain't happening for you, you got to make some changes. Maybe she had talked to him about it previously, JR. It does not say what precipitated the beating. This could have been going on for, months and months or years and years where he just wasn't getting the job done, man. If you can't find the little man in the rowboat, sometimes you need a little wake-up call, And this woman basically was just saying, listen, buddy, you got to, handle your business. Figure out what you're doing wrong. I've been giving you tips for years and years. You're not taking my advice, so now I'm just going to lay the smackdown on you.
And she sure did. Smackdown, he was laid on him, no doubt. And a Missouri man, John, arrested for choking wife with roll of Christmas wrapping paper.
This this is the first time that Missouri is cropped up on the Boss Report. I mean, man.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, well, this is a momentous occasion now. Missouri man got a little spirited with the Christmas rap. I mean, how would you even go about doing that? Like, you would have to really tighten up the roll of rolling paper. I don't get it, man. That's just difficult to do because it's not like it's real rough and tough stuff. Like, I mean, it's meant to be ripped open and, come off the package real easy. I wonder if he succeeded. Like, I wonder what the outcome was. If he just basically, barely even hurt her and then she turned around and just beat the crap out of him, or what the scenario was there.
It didn't quite say, but I saw the headline. I said, oh, that's Boss Report worthy. Missouri man. Haven't heard that one on the show before. We'll get him in there.
Hey, listen, sometimes we've been international before, so Missouri, it's okay. Missouri can come. We've been to South Africa before.
Oh, yes. Going to New York now. A New York City spoiled rich brat arrested after murdering his hedge fund founding father over $100 cut in weekly allowance. Also accused of burning a man down for not letting him use his Xbox.
Oh my God. Dude, $100 cut? I was waiting for you to say $100 million or something, or $100,000 cut. $100, this kid went, oh my, I mean, I'm making light of the fact that someone lost their life here, but it's just, people they just get crazy, man. You gotta really be careful, especially, you don't know. I'll tell you what, man, I watch a lot of these crime shows, and you don't know, who's living in the house with you. You have no idea. You may think you know your family. You better sleep with one eye open, because some stuff may be going around in the background that you have no idea about. Next thing you know, you're lying on a slab in the morgue because you cut your kid's allowance by $100,
Yeah. And we got this one. A 23-year-old Florida man arrested after decapitating mom with an axe for nagging him about doing chores he didn't want to do.
Well, see, this is where this guy made the mistake, okay? She's nagging him to clean up his room and to clean up the kitchen and so on and so forth. So he comes at her with an axe. Again, not making light of the fact that the woman lost her life, but he made a terrible mess in the house, okay? Now who's going to clean that up? Who's going to clean that up, JR? Obviously, he doesn't want to do it. He's not going to take the time to clean that mess up. So, he just made a terrible, terrible decision.
Exactly. And a Maryland dump truck driver arrested after intentionally smashing 2 police cars in protest of police period.
He just went ham on police cars?
Yes.
With the dump truck?
Yes.
Oh my God. Who hasn't wanted to just take a dump truck out and start smashing up? I mean, that's like some Lethal Weapon action right there, dude. You just pop in the biggest rig you can find and start rolling over trucks and cars and stuff. I mean, that's probably had fun doing it. I'm sure he cost himself some jail time and some money that he had to repay for the damage he caused, lost his job, but just one hell of a joyride, I bet.
Yes, indeed. And a Florida couple arrested after trespassing on all dealerships' property, engaging in rough adult activity on top of multiple cars.
I mean, listen, the couple that fornicates on the used car dealership property stays together, JR. Isn't that the old saying?
Yes, it is.
I mean, we leave it to Florida couple. Now we've got Florida couple, JR. We have Florida man, we have Florida woman. Now we have Florida couple that we have to keep track of. So, just if you're working at a local car dealership in Florida and you see 2 people getting a little affectionate in the parking lot, you might want to grab the air horn or some kind of stick and shake it at them, run after them, and chase them off, because you let it go on too long, man. They might end up getting after it, doing the horizontal mambo on the top of your Nissan Altima out there.
And a San Diego woman, John, plunging toilet filled up with nasty chocolate rain, ends up pulling up a 5.5-foot snake instead of the chocolate rain.
Oh my God, dude. I'm not a fan of snakes, man. If I ever ran into a situation where one of those bad boys came up out of the toilet, a 5-foot snake, dude, 5 feet, okay? Think about it. You know some short people floating around in the world. You know a 5-footer floating around out there. That's a little man-sized snake coming out of the toilet at you, that would scare the living crap out of me, I know. So I can only imagine this woman what ran through her mind when that thing came up at her.
Exactly. Oh, Florida man. It ain't no. Seriously, I have drugs t-shirt, arrested of course for what? Possession of drugs.
He was wearing a shirt that said, I heart drugs, or I have drugs.
Yes, I have drugs.
I have
No,
drugs.
seriously, I have drugs t-shirt, arrested for possession of what? Drugs.
Listen, there's nothing I can say to that, man. That story writes itself right there.
And we have a pistol popper. New Mexico woman, credit card scamming son of a gun, smuggles gun into jail via her holiest of hoes.
Dude, I mean, you've got to be asleep at the wheel if you are the jailer or the warden at this joint and somebody sneaks a burner into your facility. I mean, what the hell is going on over there? Like, I mean, what are you worried about? What kind of security do you have? I mean, I understand that she like smuggled it in and it wasn't in plain sight, but I mean, you had to be walking kind of uncomfortably if you had a gun floating around in that area of your body and you're trying to smuggle it in. Nobody noticed her, like, waddling down the prison block.
Exactly. And finally, John, police in China bust 51 Chinese men in major breastfeeding and pregnant women prostitution rings.
We know who would be trying to get over there after they hear this story.
Yes.
No names, please. But my man is on the internet right now. He is on Travelocity looking up flights to China to try to get in on this action. So you're telling me that these guys got busted because they were selling the women's service whereby men would breastfeed from the pregnant women?
Yes, after they catch someone that was pregnant. Then when they had the baby, they keep them in the ring for breastfeeding purposes. So they had a stream of pregnant women in and out of the ring. And finally, Chinese detectives busted the 51 men involved in the whole pregnant woman breastfeeding prostitution ring.
That's crazy, man. Another Boss Report International instance here. I mean, we're setting a precedent. Every time we go international, JR, there's some freaky stuff going on across the waterways. Like you get outside the continental United States, you don't know what's going on out there. You might think you know, but you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
And truthfully, if you don't know, now you know.
Right, exactly.
I tell you, folks. I'll say Boss Report right here on the JR The Bossman Show with John Beckler on the Bossman Radio Network.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Let's thank our guests today. Clarence Hill, Fort Worth Telegram, talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Good job, Clarence, as always. Our man, Tony T-Bone Williams up there, NJ.com, about the Knicks, Nets, Jets, and Giants. And right here in the ATL, our man from ESPN, writing for them about the NBA, basketball writer himself, Kevin Arnold was brought the heat today, and of course the Boss Report. So for JR and John, I hope you have a great week and catch us the Bossman Show right here at the same bad time, same bad channel right here on the Bossman Radio Network.